Hey guys, this is Julie. Good afternoon. So we ended up pinning to the 37-day one, and we're sitting at 1645. We were sitting right on my pin at 1653. So my 37-day one, which one is this? Is the close or the open? Give me 1 second. It's the close. So let me see where the 37-day one open is, and we'll compare it. I just want to do a little comparison and see the difference between the open and the close comes into play with these dealer algos. So here is PT1 red. That way we can see it. And here is a 37-day on the open. All right there. Okay, so that's good. And I will fib this real quick, and I want to see the difference between the open and close. 2045, 1188, and that would be right here at 1613. So we're between the 1613 and the 1653. So we're right between our 37-day ones. And it's also the 23-day one right there too. So the 23-day one and the 37-day one are both acting as support. So they must have their risks sitting there. The 30-day one held as support on July 10th. So we have been in this compressed mean, and that's going to break on Monday, Tuesday. That is your window of weakness where the market moves away following SPX after they roll everything out. Today, it'll get rolled. And so the market is heavily skewed to the upside as far as the market goes, which, leads me to believe that we're going to have a downside ES, especially since they dropped the max pain. So on Sunday, don't be surprised if you don't see that drop to 6,100 for Tuesday. All right. It doesn't mean it has to happen, but, there's a good chance, they're telling us with the max pain which way the market is going to run on Monday. So we can look over here to our options info on Quick Strike. And for Monday the 21st, oops, open interest, sorry. Max pain, 6,300. Oh, they've moved it up. It was at 6,100. Now it's back up to 6,300. All right, we'll scratch that. And then Tuesday, 62.95. So no, they changed their projection. That drop did not happen. They've changed the max pain. 6,300 is it's not going to happen. So they canceled they canceled the sell-off. How funny. All right, so scratch that. Nixnay the sell-off 6,300 is support. Right here, 6,300. All right. So we're, definitely holding support. Um, we're in the quarterly tails. I wanted you to see that. This is the 90-day 3. And if they get it down to 6,300, it's going to be hard for them to get it back above that quarterly 3. Do you see what I'm saying? If they drop it down to 6,300, the dealer's going to put a lock on there like a chastity belt. So I would almost argue that 63.25 is going to be support. Um, and we're sitting on these monthly twos. I am sorry. I don't, if they get it down to 6,300, it's the same thing as saying 6,100 or lower. They're not going to take it back past the quarterly 3. You know what I'm trying to say? So, let's see where we are. The quarter just started, July, so we're at the very beginning of it, and we haven't had a pullback. So if we go into quarterly tails, if they do just go straight up, off of this ledge, it might hit this 6-month 3 at 63.95 and then come down. So we don't have far to go to the upside, is what I'm trying to warn you. All right. 6,400 is going to be it. And why do I tell you that? Because they don't go above these levels. Okay. I mean, they can, that's what tails are for. But we haven't had a pullback. So just be careful. Be on your toes. All right. They like to get us thinking that they're going to go long and then they sell into you. You know what I'm saying? They need your money to get out of their GEX positions. They're rolling out of them today. Do you think they're going to load back up on GEX and get trapped again? All right. I don't think so either. All right. Y'all have a good weekend, and we will see you next week. I'll be doing some work with my subscribers this weekend, putting some content up for you. I'll break down some options and do some things with SPX and VIX this weekend.